Well, good goddamn, duders. We have survived another month as well as another year. December 2021. I don't know, it's like every time I message you, I'm always kind of like, well, where'd this time go? Where'd this time go? Well, it's not just, now that I'm talking to you, it's not just asking about where 4 weeks, 30-something days, when I'm asking about where did 52 weeks, 365 days go. It's like, Jesus, it just flashes. I know I can speak for me at least. Most of my year, I'd say about 49 out of the 52, I've just been working. And most people in this world will say, well, that's what you're supposed to do, just work. Prove you're worth being on this planet. Prove you're worth in existence. Oh man, I just get so aggravated. It's like I only get one life. I just wanted to go do what I want to do. But anyway, I seem like I always message you and say shit like that. So, I think I'm gonna talk about the things I learned this year. Which, in my 43 years, I hate saying it, I didn't learn much this year. I learned that no matter how many times you beat your head against a concrete wall, things ain't gonna change. So you might as well step back and try to find another approach. Instead of your skull, use a fucking jackhammer. Break that wall down. Now I've learned that a lot of people say they want something, and then once they get it, that's not what they want. A lot of people have that greener pasture on the other side of the cage syndrome. Well, maybe if I go over there, the cage will seem shinier than where I'm at now. Not thinking that it doesn't matter, they're still in a goddamn cage. I've learned this year, of course I've known this, but sometimes it, gets slapped in my face again. I learned many people on this planet are not critical thinkers. They go by what they're told since birth, and that's just how it is, Instead of being able to look at how things are and go, well, this isn't right. I don't know. But 2021, crazy year. Just a second year of a pandemic. Second year of people not wanting to help each other and help their neighbor. It's always me. I don't know, man. I'm babbling. It's been a crazy year. Tired. Getting more and more to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go move to the jungles of the Philippines and go to where no one knows me, everyone will forget me. But I got responsibilities here, so I'm gonna be here. I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is to nothing. I say it all the time. I wish I knew the answers to things. I wish I could make people happy. I wish I could make myself happy sometimes. You hope you're building right. You hope you're doing the right thing. But you'll never know. See, what else did I learn? I learned people will defend billionaires and shit on poor people. Well, that person needs to go find another job do something with themselves. But then they go and do that, and they leave the fast food jobs. And then those same people that said they need to leave and figure out their lives are now the same people who are lazy and don't want to work. Well, maybe it took a pandemic to get people to realize that their life and their time is worth more than $7.25 an hour. Even if they gotta do the gig economy and Uber or do stuff like that, they'd rather do that than go to the shit jobs with no benefits, no perks. It's just hard work. Again, I've learned that most people think they're 1 or 2 paychecks away from being the next Elon or the next Bezos or the next Gates. When truly they're 1 or 2 paychecks away from being like the poorest sap on the street that they make fun of. And then they go, well, if you want more, you work harder. I've had people tell me like 40 hours a week. I remember my first part-time job, and it's like, okay, so you're working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. It's like, how far ahead of me are you with all that extra effort and work? You're not that far ahead of me. You're still in debt. You're still working 9 to 9. You're still doing 10, 12-hour days, struggling to pay bills. So, was it worth it? Was it worth wasting your years on life, working a job you probably hated, trying to get ahead? I read an article, guys, like, if you want to achieve greatness in life and be rich, I mean, that's basically what he said. If you want to achieve greatness in life and be rich, you must be prepared for sacrifice. You must be prepared for people to come in and out of your life. And in the interview, he was like, well, I have 2 ex-wives and many kids that hate me, but I'm something now because I have money. And in my opinion, if all you have is money, you're dirt poor. Yeah, you know, some couples don't make it. I got divorced once. And a big problem was we didn't have the same ideals and money. Well, people that only care about that, they miss out on a lot. And it's like, he's like, yeah, my kids don't even like me, but I can support them. Well, yay, you know, that's great. Your kids hate you. That'd make me feel horrible. If I had these children I hate, like, I understand sacrifice, but you sacrifice your children and a relationship with your children to chase pieces of paper. And, you know, even though he said he made it and he's worth something and he has money, he's not financially independent. He's still got to work. He's still got to worry about stock options and all that. So again, sometimes I'm like, is it really worth it to work that much, to work that hard, and to never get ahead, to never get where you want? In China, they have something called the lying flat movement, and basically a lot of Chinese, I'm not saying we want to be like China, but a lot of the youth in China are like, they figured that out. They're like, we could work hard, you know. I think in China they have the 10-10 like 5 culture or something. It's like they work 10-5-5. They work 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, like 5 hours on, something like that. But a lot of the youngsters in that country are like, it's not worth it. It's not worth going to work all these hours, struggling, never getting ahead, never really getting to own much and do stuff that we want. So they'd rather enjoy life now. And if they own nothing, they'd rather lie flat and enjoy their life and enjoy their day. I guess I'm kind of in the middle of that. You know, my ideal society would be more like, I guess, more like small communities, more in line with nature. Like, you took care of your neighbor, and, you know, in the community, everyone had a job. Like, there would be a doctor, there would be the farmer, there would be the builder, there would be the maintenance guy, there would be people, you know, securing the towns. You you really wouldn't work for money except to, it'd be more like, well, I want some of your grapes, so I'll give you some of this money, and then you can take this money and go here and pay the guy to fix the house, stuff like that. That's more my ideal society, just small little communities that take care of each other. Over my years of critical thinking, I've gotten to the point, it's like, well, no one's going to go for that because everyone's been so brainwashed by this society and this culture of consumerism. I got more to the point like, we can keep our working, we can keep this, we can keep money, but one, why does money lose value? Why is there inflation? Why is there this? We invented money. Why can't a dollar be a goddamn dollar? It's only worth what we believe it's worth, but we have all these rules and regulations with money, and we're a prisoner of our own design. I've gotten to the point in my personal beliefs that it's like, okay, we can keep the basic idea of this world, but the doctors would still have more money than a custodian. But why don't we pay people enough to live a comfortable life, and then people can start moving up from there? Why is it such a struggle just to make sure that people have food and clothes and a shelter? What do I wish for 2022 in the future? People to be more empathetic, more sympathetic, to care more, to try more, be nicer human beings. But I know I'm giving humanity too much credit because we can't even decide to wear a mask, to keep going to work, to keep going to school, to keep things open. We can't even decide to get a vaccine because now no one trusts science, even though when they were little kids, we got shot up with 1 billion of them and didn't bat an eye. I don't know, man. Again, I always say I don't know how to fix the world. I have ideas, but when it comes down to it, I just know no one will listen, no one will care. Everyone will be like, I gotta do what I gotta do, worry about me and make this money because that's what I was told to do since a kid, and I gotta buy things, keep up with the Joneses, even though I don't need a $120,000 car and a $500,000 home, and I don't need the Gucci belts, I don't need the Ralph Lauren bag or whatever. I don't know, man. I always say the same thing because I always think the same thing every day. Why? Why is the world this way? Why do people keep falling for the great scam? One big lie we bought and believed. We're taught to look to the outside for someone to come to save us. Either Jesus, God, or a great employer or a great opportunity. We've always had it inside ourselves to save ourselves, but like me saving myself wasn't about making a lot of money. Me saving myself was letting go of a lot of expectations in life. That saved me a lot of headache. I still want to travel and go places, but certain paths I thought would be there, I let go of. I don't know, I'm rambling now. My brain is a mush of mess. Lack of sleep. Stupid work. A lot of self-doubts and knowing I'm not doing enough while I know I'm doing enough. It's the conundrum of life, man. My skull is numb from the infinite conundrum. I wish I knew the answer. I wish people could see that path that we've been led down most of our lives is not the way to be. But if you show people they've been scammed their whole life, you can literally break their brain. It's called cognitive dissonance. So sometimes sometimes it's better to let people believe what they believe, because the truth could shatter them. So, on that note, man, I could probably leave another 27-minute long speech on your phone, but all I can say is, the new year, let's try to be nicer. Let's try to understand each other more. Let's try to lift everyone up instead of beating people down. At the same time, let's not look at the people who are broken and beaten and downtrodden as the cause of all the problems in our society. It's normally the people at top. They're the ones that make decisions that trickle down. They're the ones that somehow people deem they should make $40 million a year running a company, even though they fail and have to lay off like 30% of the workforce because of a bad decision. They get the raise, they get the bonus, they get the golden parachute. The guy on the bottom gets kicked out even though they're the ones doing most of the work. You know, and I know people are like, well, no, they create jobs. Well, they're not creating jobs out of the kindness of their heart. They're creating jobs because they think they can exploit our labor and make even more money and become richer. So, think about who you defend. Think about who you champion. Because all that's gold, all that glitter is not gold. All that seems right is not right. I don't know, man. This is what happens when your job shifts your work schedule from nights to days and you're tired. You ramble. But end of year. Just hope we have many more. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's written in stone. I could have a massive heart attack right after I send you this. So, what did I do with my life? I worked a lot. Yay.